Well, G20 leaders in Canada have agreed to cutting budget deficits by half in 3 years. The talks follow the meeting of the smaller club, the G8. But as RT's Anissa Naouai reports, balancing cuts in spending and bolstering economic recovery may be as hard as trying to score a goal in the World Cup final.
Strategy and stamina, key ingredients on the pitch and at a summit if you want to win when the whole world is watching. As nations gathered in Toronto for back-to-back G8, G20 meetings, few could fully take their eyes off South Africa. The press cheering and dancing, some under umbrellas, as leaders tried to create one to find shelter from the global financial fallout.
Do you think that the G20 leaders are keeping track of the score?
I think yes, I hope.
Absolutely. I think they are.
You bet they were. A sly smile from Angela Merkel as Germany boots England out of the World Cup. But behind closed doors, leaders seriously focused on slashing debt and whether spending cuts or stimulus was the way to go. They vowed to halve their deficits by 2013 and agreed to disagree on bank tax. This while the G8 focused on political issues.
I don't think that the G8 is outdated as a format. It's convenient for political discussion, covering issues of global security and coordinating foreign policy. My colleagues adhere to the same approach.
The G20 is seen as a broader and better way to deal with complex global issues, but some say there should be more variety.
I think 20 is fine. I think that the key thing is how much time they spend together. That's sort of the precious commodity in this process is the time on the calendar. The problem with the 20 is its makeup. So I think it's about the right size, but for instance, you do only have one sub-Saharan African country in it. So maybe you could have back-to-back summits, but instead of this old G8, you would have a different G20 or a G18 or 16 or something.
Reviews were harsher for the G8, which was slammed for once again not getting it done, especially on keeping up with past pledges for aid and mustering up only $5 billion this time when an empty $20 billion was promised 5 years ago.
It's old money that's been moved around, so now you can save a mother from dying in childbirth, but she won't be able to send her kids to school. It's just cooking the books.
The G20 might now want to hit the books, especially because it looks like they are now the club expected to not drop the ball. The winds seem to be turning and the balance of global power shifting. For many, it's very clear the G8 is just not a big enough team to score, and perhaps bringing more players onto the field is what's made the G20 the favorite in this match. Anissa Naouai, RT, Toronto.